and roll on themselves. As we get ready for the starting lineup, I'm Bobby Thompson along with Mike Schell. And here will be the starting lineup. First for Indiana Tech. At one forward, it'll be Kendrick Cornelius. He's a 6'3 senior from Flint, Michigan. 15 points and 4 rebounds for Cornelius. His running mate up front will be Luke McKenna, 6'8 senior, Haslett, Michigan. 13 points and 9 rebounds. In the middle, it'll be Chris Goings, a 6'7 senior from Miamisburg, Ohio. Chris is averaging 10 points and 5 boards. The backcourt made up of Detonio Hawkins, a 6'2 senior, Joyner, Arkansas, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And Jawan Cooley, 5'11 senior, Flint, Michigan. He could be the player of the year. 21 points and 7 assists for Cooley. Head coach is Jason Klein in his 7th year. Oregon Tech starting lineup will consist of Danny Mills, a 6'5 sophomore from Perth, Australia, averaging 10 points and 4 rebounds. Michael Nunes, a 6'4 senior from Klamath Falls, Oregon, 13 points, 6 boards. Alex Carlson, 6'6 senior, Culver, Oregon, 13 points and 7 rebounds. The backcourt, Andre Lawrence, 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's a 6'1 junior from Portland. And Lavelle Hasey, a 5'5 sophomore, Klamath Falls, 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Danny Miles, 34th year as the head coach. 761 wins for Coach Miles against 341 defeats. Defense for Oregon Tech, and there's Hootie the Owl out on the floor. Yes, sir, Hootie the Owl. Mike Schell came all the way from Klamath Falls just for the national tournament.
Yep, flew all the way.
Flew all the way, and I'll tell you, he was tired. His arms are sore flying that far. Those wings, you know. I always say arms, but wings, and Hootie is there. Lavelle Hasey just introduced. And Kendrick Cornelius comes out to meet Lavelle Hasey at center court.
Boy, did he light it up last night.
Oh, didn't he ever. Had a great game. Now Michael Nunes, the senior out of Henley High School in Klamath. And Detonio Hawkins, and of course Hawkins is going to want to try to stay on the floor a little more. He's fouled out of both games. Thus far in the tournament, only played 17 minutes. Danny Mills out of Perth, Australia. Introduced, comes to center court. And here comes Luke McKenna, the big senior from Haslett, Michigan, out for Indiana Tech. And on the average, I would say, when you look man for man out there, they got a few inches here and there on us, but not too bad.
You know, very similar teams as far as heights and stuff.
Chris Goings introduced, as was Alex Carlson, shook hands at center court. And folks, we are ready for basketball. The Owls again will be the visiting team in their road navy uniforms, gold numerals trimmed in white, while the Warriors of Indiana Tech will be in white uniforms with orange numerals trimmed in black. The winner of this game will meet the winner of the next game between Northwestern of Iowa. And Northwestern of Iowa is taking on a very good Walsh, Ohio team. Walsh, a team that we beat in the opening round of the 1998 National Championships at Nampa, Idaho. Teams are now on the floor, and we are ready for quarter-final action in this basketball game. Alex Carlson will be jumping against Chris Goings. Goings at 6'7", Carlson at 6'6". And they will jump it up as we get underway here from Point Lookout, College of the Ozarks. Tip is controlled by the Hustling Owls. Tips it to Michael Nunes, gives it back to Lavelle Hasey. And Lavelle will set it up for OIT. Man-to-man defense employed. No, they're going right up. And a steal here to come the other way with a ball taken to the hoop and lay it home is Kendrick Cornelius. Not a good start for Oregon Tech as Cornelius hits the basket. 2-0 Warriors. Hasey front court. Lavelle, as they try to double team him, comes around to the left-hand side, finds Andre Lawrence cross to Michael Nunes. 3-ball on the way. Off the iron. No good. Offensive rebound. Danny Mills gets it back out. They give it to Carlson on top. Back over to Nunes. Drives down in the corner. Comes back out to Carlson. Over to Nunes. Mike drives in the middle in traffic. Wants to put it up. Shot is blocked, but it's tipped back out. Carlson gets it. In the corner to Danny Mills and out to AC. And now on top to Andre Lawrence. Andre dribbles. Turns around. His shot is blocked in midair. Grabbed out of the air. They come the other way. Drive to the hoop. And a foul is going to be called. It's intentional. The basket will count by D'Antonio Hawkins. The foul on Danny Mills.
I mean, he was trying to foul before he went up for the shot, but he put his arms around him because I think he was afraid he was going to hurt him.
So Hawkins will go to the line to shoot. 73% on the year, and they'll get the basketball back. Shot on the way is perfect. It is 5-0, just like that in the first minute of play, and that's the last thing. And in fact, he's going to get 2 on the intentional, and then he'll probably get 3 then altogether, maybe, huh? They give him the basket. He makes both foul shots, so that's a 4-point play. And they get the basketball back to boot. Ouch. 6-0 Indiana Tech on that play. Now they're talking to each other. If they're going to count the basket, now they're conversing on the play. And one of the officials is going to say, all right, that's it. It is 6-0. Give it back to Indiana Tech. Little shot blocked by Andre Lawrence. Foul goes on Andre Lawrence as he tried to block the shot. That is the second foul against Oregon Tech, and that is going to put Cornelius at the line. And he's a 72% foul shooter. 6-0 Indiana Tech in a minute of play. Misses the foul shot. He'll have one more. And Mike Shell, that was the quickest 1 minute of scoring.
Yeah, it's on 2 turnovers, 2 block shots.
Cornelius, next shot, good. 7-0 Indiana Tech. 18:57. They put pressure on in the backcourt. Haysia with the dribble. They double team him, and a reach-in foul is going to be called, and it's going to go against Hawkins. Hawkins will pick up the personal foul, his first. As we said, he has fouled out of both games. Owls get the ball in play. Carlson takes the inbounds pass, gets it back to Lavelle. Lavelle gets it across the timeline, gets it into Andre Lawrence. Down low to Danny Mills, missed the lay-in. Oh, my. And a possession arrow and a jump goes to Indiana Tech. Mike Hansen's coming in. I'll tell you right now it's going to be for Danny Mills. Danny has had a rough start. Perfect pass, and he missed the lay-in. Not the start that Oregon Tech coach Dan Miles wanted to get off to. The birthday boy, Hansen, in the game. Out of the backcourt comes Cooley. They get it in the middle to Goings. Back to Cooley. His shot for 3. In, out, no good. Rebound, Nunes. Clears it off, gives it to Haysia, and Lavelle will come across the front court. Owls need a bucket. Trailing by 7. Out on top, Nunes. One bounce dribble over to Carlson. Long 3, left side, back iron, no good. Rebound cleared off by Goings. Gets it ahead to Cooley. Out for a long 3 from Hawkins, no good. Rebound, Hansen. Mike Hansen clears it off, gives it to Haysia, who will bring it across. Left side to Hansen. Down in the corner to Andre Lawrence. Goes in, little floater, in and out, tough roll. Rebound cleared off by McKenna. Gives it up to Cooley, who brings it to the front court. Out on top, McKenna, open for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Andre Lawrence, and they tie him up. And the possession arrow will go to Oregon Tech. 7-0 in favor of the Warriors from Indiana Tech out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. At Oregon Tech, Carlson gets it into Haysia. Pressure in the backcourt on Haysia by Cornelius. Lavelle on the dribble, gets it over to Carlson and over to Andre Lawrence. Into the front court, pass down to Mike Hansen. His lay-in rolls in and out. Gets his own rebound, wants to put it up. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. My goodness, the Owls, there is a lid on that basket. But the good news was for OIT, Hansen got the rebound, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2 as he is fouled by McKenna. Mike Hansen, first shot, no good. Michael has struggled on the year, although he's only been to the line 17 times and made 10, just barely over 50%. Misses the first. Can he get the Owls in the book at 17-22? Makes one of two, and Oregon Tech is in the book. It is 7-1. We've got a timeout. We'll be back.
If you're in business, you know just how critical it is to have all of the elements in place. Desks, chairs, filing cabinets, paper, pencils, and more. For over a quarter century, Mark Lepley and Bob Petrick of L&P Office Products have provided the Klamath Basin's businesses the very best in office supplies and furnishings. Locally owned and operated, L&P Office Products has what you need at the right price. Call or stop by soon. You'll be glad you did. L&P Office Products, 12th and Main, downtown.
It took 2 minutes and 38 seconds for Oregon Tech to get into the book. Meanwhile, it took approximately 25 seconds for Indiana Tech to get on the board in a hurry. All right, they put the ball in play, get it out on the left side to Cooley. On top now to Cornelius, to Hawkins, down low, pass underneath.
Stepped on the line.
To Goings, and he stepped on the line for the turnover, and it'll go back to OIT. Again, full court pressure put on the Owls in the backcourt. Haysia with the ball, gives it back to Carlson. Carlson will now dribble it up, give it back to Haysia, and Lavelle's pass into the front court to Mike Hansen. Hansen terminates his dribble, goes to Andre Lawrence, straight down. His pass to Nunes, his shot blocked, but Hansen gets the rebound and puts it back in. And it is 7-3. Cooley to the front court. His pass off the hands of Goings and out of bounds. And it'll go back to OIT. A 7-0 run to start the game for Indiana Tech. Oregon Tech has now scored 3 in a row. Haysia gets the ball to Carlson in the backcourt. Back over to Lavelle against the pressure. Back to Alex. No panic there. Across the timeline. Gets it to Anthony or to Andre Lawrence. Down to Mike Hansen. Underneath. Whirls in the corner. Nunes for 3. Splat. Mike Nunes. And it is 7-6. And again, a timeout. This one by Indiana Tech. 16-24. We'll be back.
Is your car ready for the long winter ahead? Well then, head on down to Oil Can Henry's at 5805 South 6th Street. They'll gladly check all your fluid levels while you stay toasty warm in your car. And while your car's being serviced, sit back and relax. They'll even give you a paper to read. Oil Can Henry's knows that your time is precious, so they'll get you in and out fast. They also know that your money is precious too, so it won't put you in debt just to keep your car maintained. Oil Can Henry's values their customers and our community. Oil Can Henry, 5805 South 6th Street.
Oregon Tech, after a very bad start, has played very good defense, and they now only trail by 1. Out of the backcourt comes Juwan Cooley. Cooley with the ball, left-hand side to Hawkins, down in the corner. Now back to Cooley, on top with it to Cornelius. Cornelius over on the right-hand side to Hawkins. Giving it up to McKenna, back out to driving with a reverse lay-in, no good by Cornelius. The ball tipped back out to Hawkins. Foul line, kicks it over to Cooley. Cooley's going to drive straight down the middle. Behind the back pass, right to Mike Nunes. He said thank you to Haysia. Head to Andre Lawrence. Behind, roll to the hoop, score it. Andre Lawrence. And Oregon Tech has the lead, ladies and gentlemen. 8-7 on an 8-0 run. Juwan Cooley out on top. Right-hand side, Hawkins. Down in the corner. Long shot from the corner. In and out. No good. Taken by McKenna. Rebound, Hansen. Gives it up to Haysia. Long down in the corner to Carlson. To Andre Lawrence. In the lane. Little floater. No. Back iron it off. No good. Here comes Cooley in a hurry to the front court. They've got 4 on 3. Cooley kicks it to the right side to Hawkins. Over to Cornelius. Kendrick shot on the way. No good. Rebound underneath. Goings. Want to put her back up. Off the glass. No good. Tipped up by McKenna. No good. Ball tipped over. Cornelius has got it. Kendrick with it. Kicks it back out on top. And they're going to start it all over as they give it to Cooley out near center court. 8-7 OIT. They've scored the last 8. Leading it by 1. Out on top. Give it to Hawkins. Now they go to Cornelius over on the far side. Cooley drives. Kicks it back out to Goings. His shot. No good. Rebound. Nunes has it. Kicks it back in. Oh, underneath the garbage. Put it up and in. McKenna. McKenna got the loose ball as they batted it around. Laid it home. And Indiana Tech back out on top. 9-8. Oregon Tech to the front court. Pass to the high post to Lawrence. Going to take it straight to the hoop and scoop it off the glass and down. Owls back ahead 10-9. 14:25 remaining first half. Out on top, McKenna over to Cooley. Cooley near side to Hawkins. Down in the middle, Goings, his shot no good. Gets his own rebound underneath, want to put it back up. This one goes in. Chris Goings, his first basket of the game, and now it's 11-10 Indiana Tech. Carlson into the front court with a basketball. They've pulled the press off. Alex drives straight down the middle, wants to scoop it to the hoop. The ball knocked out of bounds, and they say it was off the foot maybe of Goings. And it'll go back to Oregon Tech. Goings will go out of the game, and coming in is Adam Husky, a 6'3 senior from Smithsville, Arkansas. Danny Mills back into the game. Mike Hansen out. Jared Hall into the game for the first time, 5'10 senior from Chilliquin, and he'll replace Andre Lawrence. 11-10 Indiana Tech. Owls put the ball in play. Out to Carlson on top. Goes over to Danny Mills on the top of the key. Goes left-hand side now to Lavelle. Gets it out on top to Hall. Back over to Haysia, back to Hall. They go back to the zone, back to Carlson, down underneath in the corner. Nunes out to Hall. Hall puts up a three, very short, looked like it was tipped, and the ball then lost out of bounds by Kendrick Cornelius of Indiana Tech, and OIT will have the basketball back. IIT versus OIT. If you want to do it, we're going to say Indiana Tech and Oregon Tech. 13:37 remaining here in the first half of play. 11-10.
I agree with that
Tech.
call. They're going to reset the shot clock, but the possession had changed.
Long pass comes way out on top to Carlson. Carlson holds the ball. One bounce dribble goes over to Jared Hall. They are in a zone. Right-hand side, bad pass is intercepted, picked up. Come the other way. Cooley gives it on the right-hand side. Pass knocked in the air, and the Owls intercept it. Mills deflected it. Nunes came out with it. Gives it ahead to Haysia, and Lavelle to the front court. Lavelle, Haysia. Gives it up to Hall, back to Haysia. Lavelle yo-yos the dribble. Over to Danny Mills. Bounces down at the low post to Nunes. Back to Mills in the corner. Now back to Mike Nunes. They got to be careful. Nunes wants to drive to the hoop, want to scoop it down, hands it to Mills. His shot won't go. Nunes' tip won't go. Rebound comes off to Hawkins. Kicks it ahead to Cooley. Cooley to the front court. Cooley on the dribble. Kicks it underneath. The ball is lost by Husky and picked up by Nunes. Ahead to Haysia. Going to go to the hoop. Put it up. Won't go. Tipped up Jared Hall. Good. Hall with the tip up, and Oregon Tech back ahead, 12-11. Cooley, front court, right-hand side to Cornelius, and he is fouled on the play.
I think he pointed at Hall. He did.
And it's Jared Hall picking up his first foul, third team foul against Oregon Tech. There have been 2 fouls against Indiana Tech. Max Gotzler into the game for the first time for Oregon Tech. Gotzler, 6'7 freshman, Vielheim, Germany. Andre Lawrence back in. Nunes will sit down, as will Carlson. Indiana Tech, they put it in. Shot on the way, no good. Taken by McKenna. Rebound Lawrence is lost on the floor. Picked up by Gotzler. Gets it over to Haysia. And Haysia winds his way into the front court. Haysia on the dribble. Reverses the way. Goes over to Danny Mills. Mills on top. Mills drives to the foul line. Finds Gotzler wide open underneath the hoop. And Max lays it home. And Oregon Tech leads by 3, 14-11. Their biggest lead. Timeout, Indiana Tech. We'll be back.
Lights, camera, action. That's what the professionals at Lush Production can provide. Whether you want to create a commercial, a training video, or marketing tool, Lush Production can do it all. Lush Production can help from the concept stage to the finished product. They'll even help you with media selection and purchase. Call Lush Production today at 884-7149, where affordability and quality go hand in hand.
Well, back here at Point Loma. Point Loma, I love that. Point Lookout, Missouri. Too many times we've been to
How
Point
about
Loma,
Keeter
California.
Gymnasium?
Keeter Gymnasium on the campus of Point Lookout, College of the Ozarks. A great place to play basketball. 12:02 remaining in the first half of play. Joanne Cooley to the front court with the basketball. Gives it up to Cornelius. Over in the corner, back out to Cooley. Near side with it to Friesen, who's into the game. Alan Friesen. Down in the corner, Cooley with it. Cooley on top to Cornelius. Good D by Oregon Tech. Down to Cooley. Back out to Cornelius. Cornelius holds it, comes over to Friesen. Friesen in the middle. They go to Husky. His pass back out to McKenna. McKenna leans in. 9-footer, good. McKenna with the basket. And for McKenna, he's now got 4 in the game, and it's 14-13 OIT. Hall to the front court. Bounces to the low post. To Andre Lawrence. Wants to toss it up. Bad choice of shots. Hit the backboard. Nothing else. Rebound. Long pass all the way. Cornelius misses the shot. Kendrick Cornelius missed it. Lawrence the rebound. Ahead to Haysia. Down to Danny Mills. Drives down, terminates his dribble, bounces back to Andre Lawrence. Lean in, scoop to the hoop, roll around and down. Andre Lawrence, 6 points in the game to lead all scores. 4 points for D'Antonio Hawkins to lead Indiana Tech along with McKenna. 16-13 Oregon Tech, 10:48 remaining here in the first half. Down in the corner, the basketball to McKenna, to Cooley. On top to Friesen, down underneath, and we have a whistle and a foul is going to be called against Oregon Tech.
Jared Hall, hold.
And it's going to go against Jared Hall, his second personal foul, 4th team foul. Carlson back in the game, Nunes back in the game. Gotzler and Hall will sit down. Hansen's going to be coming into the game, and he will replace Danny Mills. 16-13, Oregon Tech with 10:40 remaining in the first half. Out on top, Cooley. Cooley gets the ball to Cornelius. Bounces into McKenna. Pass down underneath. Shot on the way. No is missed by Husky. Rebound tipped around. Grabbed by Nunes. Gets it to Andre Lawrence. Across to Lavelle Haysia. And the sophomore from Klamath Falls brings it across for OIT. Haysia on the dribble. They double team him. Gets it to Carlson. Carlson now double teamed. Carlson wants to dribble, and he is hooked on the play. And foul will probably go against Adam Husky, and it does. Husky picks up his first personal foul. And that'll be only the 3rd team foul. The Owls will put it in play with a fresh 35. Lawrence to take it out. Gets it into Haysia. Cooley tried for the steal, couldn't come up with it. AC on the dribble, bounces to the high post to Carlson, down to Lawrence, backs his way in, whirl, scoop shot underneath, no good, would not go. Rebound cleared off by Husky. Gives it up to Cooley. Cooley to the front court. Cooley wants to drive. The ball was slipped away by Haysia. Haysia takes off in a road race. Lavelle going to go to the hoop, scoop it up, and it won't go. Tipped up by Nunes, no good. Oh my, and the rebound comes off to Cornelius. The Owls having trouble finding the well. It's gone dry. Long 3 on the way, and it is good by Cornelius. And that now gives Kendrick Cornelius 6 points in the game, and we are tied at 16. Owls front court. Carlson on top, lobs to Nunes in the low post, out to Haysia for a long 3. Back ironing off, no good, and the Owls are shooting very poorly. Here again today, they've played great D, but they're having trouble with the shot. Cooley has the ball swiped by Haysia. Andre Lawrence going to the hoop, gives it to Haysia. Go to the well, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. The bucket wouldn't go, but they'll go to the line. The Owls have been the team, Mike Schell, with the quickness thus far in this game.
Yeah, they're defensively, they're doing a phenomenal job. They just, I don't know how many lay-ins we've missed.
And that first foul goes to Kendrick Cornelius, 4th team foul. And Lavelle Haysia, 75% foul shooter on the year, goes to the line for Oregon Tech. And the first one is no good. Boy, I'll tell you, great defense and no offense as far as the shooting. Tech has had trouble. Missed a lot of easy shots here today. Going back out of the game is Husky. And we'll have to look and see who came back in. Second shot by Lavelle is good. Owls go up 1 in the ball game. Cooley, front court, with a ball to Cornelius. Cornelius on the dribble, going to drive down, wants to pass. Ball knocked away from him, stolen by the Owls. Hansen gets it ahead to Haysia, but 1 against 2 are not good odds. He backs it off. They get it into Andre Lawrence. Out to Mike Nunes, to Carlson in the corner. Alex wants to drive baseline. Now he'll back it out and give it to Andre Lawrence. Lawrence holds the basketball, looking for someone to pass to. Comes out on top to Hansen. Michael Hansen to set it up, goes left-hand side to Haysia. Out on top to Carlson. Carlson back over to Mike Nunes. To Haysia in the corner. Haysia with it, back to Nunes, drives the middle, and he is fouled as he goes to the hoop, and he'll shoot 2. Find out who they call the foul against.
41? 41. Friesen.
Friesen, is that how they're pronouncing it?
That's how the public address is
Okay,
pronounced.
well, we'll go with him, Friesen. First shot by Mike Nunes is good. Mike now has 4 in the game. 72% foul shooter. Hansen out, Mills in for Oregon Tech. 18-16, Owls by 2 with 8:25 remaining in the first half. Second shot by Michael Nunes is good again. And it is 19-16, their biggest lead again of 3. Indiana Tech scored the first 7 points of the game, and that was their biggest lead. They have scored since that time only a total of 9. Cooley down along the baseline, gives it to McKenna. His shot, no good. Block. Mills has got it. Danny Mills gives it back to Haysia, and Lavelle looking over to Danny Miles will come to the front court. Lavelle on the dribble, drives down the right-hand side, comes out to Mike Nunes. Nunes with the ball. Holding it, comes right side to Carlson. Back out on top to Nunes. Nunes wants to drive, kick it over to Andre Lawrence on the left side with 13 on the shot clock. Andre drives down low, and his shot is knocked out of bounds on the block by McKenna. As we said, they average 4 blocks a game, and I think they've got those 4 already.
They've got that and more.
And more, they really. Friesen sits down, and back into the game comes Goings. Owls will put it in play. Get it to Carlson. They got 8 seconds on the shot clock. Carlson with the ball. Carlson drives down with 4. Looks, wants to put it up, and again it's swatted into the seats. And they say shot clock violation. And the ball will go over to Indiana Tech. Danny Miles kind of wants to know what these kids are doing out there right now. But Indiana Tech, good D as well. With the basketball down in the corner is McKenna. Now they go out on top to Cornelius, to Hawkins, over to Jawan Cooley. Drives down, and an offensive charging foul. He charges over Danny Mills.
He dropped the shoulder, Bobby.
And that will be the first foul on Cooley. And they now have 16 fouls with the 6 players, each with 1 foul. From now on, Oregon Tech will be shooting in the last 17 of the first half. Owls with only 4. Cooley down to pressure. Haysia with the inbounds pass. Carlson gets it into Haysia. Lavelle with the ball. Will bring it out of the backcourt against Cooley. A great matchup here this evening. Lavelle to the front court on the right-hand side, still on the dribble. Drives straight down, takes it to the hoop, and scores it. Haysia's first basket of the game, and it's 21-16. Oregon Tech, their biggest lead of the game at 5. Front court, shot from the corner for 3, and it is good by Detonio Hawkins. Hawkins hits the 3. He's got 7 points in the game to lead all scorers, and they cut the lead to 2 at 21-19. 6:35 remaining in the first half as Haysia on the dribble, and we've got a foul against Indiana Tech, and it's going to go against Cooley on a reach, and that will be his second personal foul, and that will put Haysia at the line for 1 and 1. The Owls at the line are 4 of 6. Indiana Tech is 3 of 4. Haysia 75% on the year. He's 1 for 2. Shot on the way, perfect by Lavelle. He's got 4 in the game, and he'll have 1 more. The sophomore from Klamath Falls against the competition of the All-American Jawan Cooley, the senior from Flint, Michigan. Second shot duplicates. Oregon Tech back to a 4-point lead at 23-19. Out on top, McKenna. Left-hand side, Detonio Hawkins. His 3 rattles in and out. Rebound, Mills had it, gives it to Nunes, who gives it to Lavelle Haysia. And Lavelle walks the ball into front court with 6:15 remaining till halftime. Haysia on the dribble. Comes to Carlson. Carlson back to Haysia, back over to Carlson. Back to Haysia, long 3 on the way, in and out, won't go. Danny Mills for a moment had the rebound, but it is now finally corralled by Detonio Hawkins, who comes to the front court in a hurry. Almost a steal by Andre Lawrence. Detonio Hawkins over in the corner. Gives it to Cornelius, back to Hawkins. Underneath, McKenna's got it, little lay-in good. A lot of pressure by the Owls, but McKenna scores it. He's got 6, and it's 23-21. The Owl lead is 2. Front court, Haysia. Haysia on the dribble, gets it over to Mills. Long 3, left side, Danny Mills. Splat at the side of the rim. Not even close. Just hitting iron. Rebound, McKenna comes the other way. Whirl pass goes right in the hands of Mills. Come the other way. Long lead pass to Carlson from Haysia. Lay it home. Carlson's first basket of the game. And it's 25-21 OIT by 4. Out on top, Goings with the ball over to Cooley. Cooley has it, back to Goings in the middle. Goings turning around, wants to scoop up a little hook, no good. McKenna the rebound, offensive style. Picks it up, throws it clear out to Cooley. He'll try a straight on three, back iron, no good. Carlson gets the rebound for OIT. Gives it to Haysia. We're under 5 minutes at 4:55. 25 Oregon Tech, 21 Indiana Tech. Here in the first half of play. Out on top, Danny Mills on the dribble. Looks left, finds Carlson. Carlson holds the ball. Looking, lobs down to Andre Lawrence. Backs his way in the paint. Over to Danny Mills for a three-pointer. Right side, hits the front of the iron. Not even close again. Jawan, here he comes. Cooley going to throw it up. No good. He is fouled. Haysia picks him up. And see who the foul's going to be on. Is it Lavelle? And it's going to be on Lavelle. Haysia and Lawrence both there. First foul on Lavelle. And Cooley will go to the line and shoot two. He has been automatic. He's 81% on the year, but in this tournament, 27 of 29, and this is his first trip to the foul line. They have done an excellent job on him. The shot is good. So far, they have just done a marvelous job on Jawan Cooley. He hits the first to bring them within 3. Jared Hall comes in. And Danny Mills sits down. Mike Hansen in as well, and Max Gotzler, Carlson, and Lawrence down. Second shot, Mr. Automatic hits it again. Cooley has 25-23, the Owls by 2. Indiana Tech has trailed at halftime in every game, and then come on like gangbusters in the second half. Oregon Tech trailed against Mayville, but led big against Mid-American Nazarene. Owls front court, Hall with the ball. Jared bounces over to Max Gotzler. Down in the corner to Mike Hansen. Hansen gives it back to Nunes. Across left side, Hall. Down to Haysia on the left corner. Haysia in the middle to Hansen. Whirls, give it out to Hall. Hall goes back to Hansen. Hansen pull up. Gives it to Hall. Now in the corner, Nunes open for a long three. No good. The Owls miss again. And a rebound underneath. And a foul is going to be called. And who is it going to be on?
52. Goings.
It's going to be against Chris Goins, the personal foul. And it's going to send Max Gotzler to the line. Max is 73% on the year. That mask has been a real problem for him. Into the game for the first time is Sean Rudadakis. Rudadakis, 6'11", sophomore from Jupiter, Florida, comes into the game for Indiana Tech. Gotzler, shot on the way, perfect for Max. Max Gotzler hits the foul shot. He'll have one more, 26-23 OIT, 3:59 remaining. First half of play. Remind you that this is the sports leader in the Klamath Basin. News Talk 1150 KAGO in Klamath Falls, Oregon. Second shot, Gotzler, no good. Rebound comes off to McKenna. Quickly gets it ahead to Cooley. Back to McKenna. Straight on three, splat. McKenna now with 9 to lead all scores, and we are tied at 26. Second tie. We were tied at 16. Over to Gotzler on the left. Gotzler with the basketball. Gotzler's pass, and the ball is stolen by Detonio Hawkins as he goes down behind the back pass to McKenna. Missed the lay-in. Rebound, Michael Nunes. Oh, what a break for Oregon Tech as McKenna missed the lay-in on the behind-the-back pass. Owls front court. Haysia, the basketball. On the dribble. Lavelle to the right-hand side to Hansen in the corner, the birthday boy. Mike Hansen looks down. He's going to instead jump it up from there. Off the iron, no good. Nunes a tip-up, no good. And McKenna the rebound, and they'll come the other way. Oregon Tech cannot buy a basket. Detonio Hawkins drives into Gotzler, but Gotzler was moving with the play. First foul on Max, 16 foul. And after this, they, meaning Indiana Tech, will be shooting. Carlson and Lawrence back into the game. Gotzler sits down, and so does Mills. All right, in the corner. Out on top, Kendrick Cornelius gets it back out to Cooley. Cooley on the dribble. Over to Detonio Hawkins. Out to Cornelius. Cornelius holds it, comes back out to Cooley. Right-hand side with it to Hawkins. Down in the corner, shot on the way, banks it home. That's McKenna. And he has got 11 and back ahead 28-26 is Indiana Tech with 2:29 remaining in the first half. Owls have got to start hitting the basket. Out on top. Right-hand side to Jared Hall. Gets it back over to Haysia. Lavelle holds the ball above his head, lobs in to Andre Lawrence. Lawrence backs his way in, turns, little floater, in, around, and down. Andre Lawrence now with 8 points in the game. And we're tied at 28. Long three on the way, back ironed it off by Hawkins. Rebound Lawrence. Clears it off to Haysia with 1:55 remaining until first half. Tied at 28. Lawrence straight on long three. In and out. Tough roll. McKenna the rebound. That one went down and popped out. To Cooley. Cooley into front court down the left-hand side. Out to McKenna on top. McKenna drives down. Gives it back to Cooley. Cooley gives it for a long three for Cordelius. In and out. No good. Rebound Mike Hansen. Hansen clears it over to Haysia on the left-hand side. 1:30 to go. We're tied at 28 here in the first half of play. Haysia finds Andre Lawrence on the right wing. Andre drives in, gives it back to Haysia out on top to Carlson. Drives his way down low. Out on top to Andre Lawrence. Going to scoop it to the hoop. Little floater. No good. Rebound Carlson underneath. In traffic. Loses the handle. Scramble for it. And coming out of the pack with a basketball is Rudidakis. Gets it over to Cooley, who loses it out of bounds. It went right through Jawan's legs, off his hands, and out of bounds.
A very poor pass. It was way too low for a half-court pass.
28-28 is the score. Hall comes out of the game. Nunes back in. 1:02 remaining in the first half. Indiana Tech 28, Oregon Tech 28. A defensive battle. Excellent battle here. And the big difference for Indiana Tech, it's been Luke McKenna, who has a total of 11 to lead all scores, 7 for Hawkins. They have 18 of the 28 points for Indiana Tech. Andre Lawrence has a total of 8, and Lavelle Haysia 5, and so does Michael Nunes for OIT. All right, pass comes into Haysia. We're under a minute now. Lavelle to the front court. Differential of 20-some seconds. Haysia straight on for three. Back ironing off, no good. Rebound comes long to Cornelius. Almost a steal. And now Michael Nunes goes after it. Haysia goes after it. It is on the floor loose, and it is off of Rudidakis. And it'll go back to Oregon Tech with 43 seconds. I'll tell you, Oregon Tech has just been on fire on defense. Offense lacking, defense superb. Shooting has not been good today, but the defense phenomenal. All right, Haysia to the front court on the basketball. Lavelle gives it to Carlson. Alex holds it out on top. His pass into Andre Lawrence in traffic. Little floater will not go again. McKenna the rebound. 23, the shot clock is dead. Over to D'Antonio Hawkins. They knock it away. Carlson has got it. He calls a timeout. Timeout, Oregon Tech. 17.2 remaining here in the first half. Tied at 28, back in 30.
In Lakeview, Spire Sales and Service is your full-line General Motors dealer. Give Oliver and his staff a call at 947-3327 for all your General Motors needs. Spires has a full GM body shop, parts and sales department to serve you. Good luck to the Oregon Tech men and women from Spire Sales and Service at 318 North F Street in Lakeview, where we treat our customers like family.
Back at the College of the Ozarks, Keeter Gymnasium in Point Lookout, Missouri, 28-28. Indiana Tech, Oregon Tech. All the games have been good here in the quarterfinals. Cedarville 66, Southern Oregon 64, and Concordia of Nebraska 71, Cornerstone, Michigan 68. All right, Owls put it in play. See if they'll go for the last shot. Probably will with 12 to go. Front court comes Haysia. Lavelle dribbling the ball out near the center line. On the dribble, gets it over to Carlson. Carlson drives down, and his pass is knocked out of bounds by McKenna with 3.1 to go. Owls need to get a shot with 3.1 remaining. Tied at 28 here till halftime. Haysia will take the ball out. Looking to get it in. Looking. His pass is swatted out of bounds again, leaving 2.7 on as McKenna with his long arms swats it out of bounds for Indiana Tech. And Lavelle will take the ball out again for the Owls. Gets it in the corner to Mike Nunes. His jumper for three is over the basket and no good, and it's 28-28. We are at halftime, and the halftime stats are not going to say too much on the shooting end of things. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back.
When you play, you strive for peak performance. When you need to heal to get back into the game, you also need peak performance. For physical, occupational, speech, and sports therapy, peak performance is what you want and where you go. Hand therapy, industrial, pediatric, orthopedic, peak performance is your ultimate goal. Open 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. weekdays. Peak Performance at Crosby and Washburn and the Center for Occupational Health. See us online at mwmc.org.
Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza with 2 locations to serve you in Klamath Falls, 3140 South 6th Street and 2583 Campus Drive. From our kitchen to your oven, for the freshest taste in pizza, it's Papa Murphy's. Frankie and the gang at Coldwell Banker Holman Premier Realty want to congratulate Coach Danny Miles and the Hustling Owls on winning the 2004 NAIA